Everyone, welcome back to Beach Angel Tarot. I am here to do my angel reading, which I imagine is going to be for spring. I started out doing them last year, and then I started getting timing in them, and each timing correlated with that season. And so I just kept doing it just by the change of the seasons. And spring is upon us. So we were going to be turning into spring here March 21st. So it's coming upon us. I wanted to get this reading uploaded. And if you'd like your own personal private reading, you can click the link below to be taken to my Etsy shop. So let's just dive in and see what the angels want us to know for the spring season. So we're going to see what blessing the angels are going to bestow upon us for our spring season, March to April, April to May, May to June. So up until June 21st, what is the blessing that they will be bestowing on us? And it is a blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. And let's just see if we can dive in a little bit more on what this battle could be about. So we've been battling something in the... Let's use the spirit of darkness and light and see if they'll tell us what the battle is about. Forgiveness, reconciliation, unconditional love. So it's just like I'm getting the word revolution. Love revolution. Love a revolution. It's like, doesn't feel like a big battle. I mean, it doesn't feel like... And we have Easter with the Christ energy, reconciliation, but I got revolution, love revolution. Is there like a love revolution? And there's going to be, love always wins, they say. So it's not going to be a big, tough battle. It didn't feel like a tough battle. It's like love wins, and it's going to be Easter time frame too. Like I get a resurrection, right? It says reconciliation, but I get the resurrection, Spirit of Christ energy, and it's a love revolution, and they're like love wins. So you know how the story ends pretty much with this one, and that's kind of interesting. So let's just see what else they want to say. I'm gonna use the fairy deck and do my angel spread. I almost said Easter spread. I am going to do a couple Easter readings, and maybe more will come out in the Easter readings as I move forward back, because I almost said Easter spread, but who knows. Let's just see what they have to say with this, what's going on here. We're having a love revolution here for Easter, and we're saying, as you know, love always wins. More light coming in with that Christ consciousness, more ascension energy coming in, more understanding is coming in. And it can be battling your own inner, our own inner darkness, as they say. The human conditioning. So I definitely just feel like a rise in consciousness, ascension energy coming. Can have to do with relationship, but there's this inner light that's coming from that for me as well. Focusing on our spring. So what the angels want us to know about our spring season. And it's goodbye to the old, hello to the new. And be a bit of that letting go of that darkness, right? Letting go of the old darkness, old patterns, egoic things, when we look at in the aspect of inner work. But it says, you finished one part of your life, and now a new and even better part is beginning. So I know we're not like starting New Year's, but spring is new life, right? So, and we have that feeling with the Christ energy coming up. So definitely a huge, we always see, and you hear it a lot, like something's ending, something's beginning, but like a new chapter, a release of old, but I feel like an old battle, and this could be your own thoughts, your own pattern, your own conditioning within But the good news is an even better part of your life is coming. So that is the message. Even, let me put it in those terms, an even better part of your life is coming. And old darkness, let's put that way, old darkness is leaving within this love revolution that's coming up at Easter and in our springtime. Something they can see high above that you or we cannot see down here. And it is, admit your true feelings. I wanted to say to each other, but it says to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So it's like they can see what you desire, right? This is something they can see that you're not seeing down here. And it can also be that they can see you admitting something to yourself or someone else admitting. Because this is what you can't see. I would tend to say it's someone else. So I'm going to say they're seeing someone else admit true feelings to themselves. Or admit they're having feelings about something. It could be about you, something important. So someone you're connected to, I feel, is connecting to their true feelings. Is something that you can't see down here. You're not seeing it. You don't know it yet. You're not, in the throes of, there was a word that wanted to come. It's not coordinates. They would use like a technical term. You're like not in the know. There was a word that came and went flying right by. But it meant like you're not in the know. You're not privileged. Privileged information. This is like a bit, they're going in like a top secret. There's a bit of privileged information. You're not in the know of yet. Someone's being honest with themselves. They're getting in touch with their feelings and emotions in a way that you're not yet knowing, because this is something they can see. Something you can do to help the angels. And, that can be something, if this is in regard to a person, this could be something that they're battling, or maybe you've battled your feelings, that they've been battling their feelings. And that old battle is leaving, right? So something you can do to help the angels help you right now, and it is vegetarian. Eat. A new way of eating gives you more energy, greater health, clarity, stronger manifestation abilities. So it can literally be vegetarianism. And I never tell people how to eat, because I, for one, am like, I will start something and do it for 2 weeks and then I'm back doing what I always do. So I try to eat as clean as I can for as long as I can. And I, baby steps in the best direction possible, if possible. But I don't spend a huge amount of time beating myself up for perceived weaknesses in that. So I get a sense here, yes, it can be eating cleaner or whatever, but I get a sense of to make better, make as, how do I want to word it? Just sort of how I explain what I, like I will start like with a good intention to do something, but it's like hard to keep something. And it's not saying it's impossible, because for some or for you, it could be very, possible to maintain a strict way of eating for long periods of time. But when we get into that mind frame, we often fail. So instead of doing that anymore, I just try to make the best choices for the next meal as I possibly can. And sometimes I have to have something that I know I shouldn't, and I allow myself to do it. I don't sit around beating myself up. So that's what they want you to do in regards to your life in general. Yes, it can be about food, but make the best choices in this moment that it's like, do what you know. Make choices from your knowing now, from maybe like this level of light that you have at this moment. And when you get more enlightened as you move forward, don't beat yourself up because you made a choice when you weren't as enlightened in the past, right? I feel like they're very much liking it to this energy of enlightenment and knowing and understanding as we move and grow on our spiritual path. Make the choices in regards to the next best thing that you can. And when you're unable to, don't beat yourself up about it. And then as you get more enlightened and you look back, don't beat yourself up about the choices you made when you weren't as enlightened. So kind of be easy on yourself. Don't judge yourself. Don't punish is the word. Don't punish yourself for things that you are unable to maintain long term, or don't punish yourself for perceived bad decisions or choices that you may have made. Kind of keep your energy clean in a way that is not judgmental or self-punishing, right? that's going to help them help us more, and it's going to raise our vibration, and it's going to help us manifest, because we're not in shame, we're not in guilt, we're not in self-judgment or self-loathing. We're in higher vibration, we're in acceptance, and knowing that we are always loved for whatever choices we make, and we just learn and we make better choices next time. So there's not a sense of guilt there. Releasing of guilt is coming up too. So the next one is angel whispers, a secret we do not know, and it is, whom do you need to forgive? So there's admitting of guilt. Okay. As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. So it can be, again, this old anger and resentment is the battle, right? There's lower vibrational energies coming up that we need to kind of look at and not get stuck in, right? So the secret is, as we release them, as they are like, I'm going to say battled out, but the love revolution, right? The light, the higher conscious energy is coming in, and it's releasing that. It's forgiving that energy. Just as I said about forgiving ourselves for the bad decisions, as we forgive those energies within ourselves and within others for those bad decisions and choices we made when we were maybe in less of an enlightened state, right? We are able to allow our wishes to come true. So we're moving through a period. So what the angels are showing me, or Spirit is saying, we are moving through a period, through this upcoming Easter and resurrection time, of more light and higher light consciousness coming in, that is going to move us out of those old energies of anger, resentment, guilt, shame, all the things that I mentioned, and it's going to allow more of our wishes to come in. And I don't know that it's something you have to sit down and work on or consciously. I mean, you can, do meditation, but it's showing me there's like a time frame. It's like the wheel of fortune. This energy, the old is going, the wheel is turning, right? And there is this is the change that's happening, as we take on more of that light energy, and that enlightenment energy comes in. You can see that we're talking about feelings here. So this is, lighting up the heart chakra. There's an illumination. This love, this unconditional love energy is illuminating this heart chakra energy, and it's allowing more wishes to come true. So there's a shift, and it's a better part of our life, right? Because it involves our wishes, our desires, our dreams. And so there's something that is shifting out, just in a natural progression, I feel. So it's not like you're going to miss the boat, or it's not going to happen for you if you don't meditate 3 hours and do deep healing work. And I'm never saying don't do the healing work, but I'm just saying it's something that's occurring over the spring holiday, and the Easter time frame specifically may be the flip switch, like that, when it starts, or you're starting to see more of it. And I think Easter's in Aries, and for a while I've been seeing Aries. Even a while ago I did a timing reading, I think, and it had an alignment coming in Aries time frame. So yeah, I do believe Easter is in Aries, and so that's kind of collating with what I saw in past readings too. There is some sort of shift out of old energies and into more of the unconditional love and it comes through you. It comes through you, right? And then you experience it reflected back. So the last one is something good that's coming to a good completion. I will say over the next when I say holiday, I don't know why I said holiday. Holiday could be important for some. There are many through the next springs. Easter would be the biggest one, but there's St. Patrick's Day's next, because I'm doing this on the 11th. But this is for spring, so I will say Easter. But what will go, something that will be revealed or come to a good completion over the spring time frame, and we have flower power. So to me, this one is an invitation. So an invitation will come. You will be invited to something or to someone. Spend time with flowers and flower essence to increase your personal healing power. And I'm going to pull another one. But for me, this is an invitation. Let's see if they tell us what. And it's autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvest of abundance. And it's interesting, each one of these readings, a timing came out. Last year's the timing for each season was in alignment with the one I was doing. So like spring came, the spring card came. Autumn came, the autumn card came. Winter came, the winter card came. But we are getting autumn in spring. So I'm getting a fire energy here. And I said flip the switch. And we were in Aries. So I get a sense of, it could be an invitation in the Aries time frame, which we're again going back to end of March to the late mid-April time frame. An invitation is going to come. Could be from a fire sign or a fire sign person, but it definitely in that fire sign time frame, an invitation is going to come. But let me see if they will tell me what it is. It's really taking a stretch here. Let's do a rainbow rain, just lighter energies, and see what the invitation in the Aries time frame that is coming, possibly from a fire sign, but doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. What more about this invitation? What is the invitation, Spirit? And we have lighthearted. Okay, so that's it. It's lighthearted, light-hearted, and it's just kind of repeating itself in a subtle way. The heart is lit up. I want to say lighted up. That's inappropriate grammar. The heart is lit up. Unconditional love, right? Love revolution. Love always wins. The heart chakra. There's more light coming into the heart chakra. And you're going to see, and there's that spark, the light there. But it's, to me, this is saying an invitation, an opening, right? Inviting energy. More love coming in, more light coming into the heart, for one thing. But I feel literally you may be invited to, to connect with somebody, or to connect more in love with one particular person, perhaps, or within yourself, or experience more love in your life, more lighthearted energy in the Aries time frame as well. So what is a superpower? And our superpower is practice, practice, practice. And I feel it has to do with that love revolution, right? With daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So your superpower in regards to all this is your patience and your practice, practicing love, right? Sharing love, practicing feeling that love within, connecting to your inner light, your inner love, your inner shine. So I love how this reading came out. It's pretty cute how they bring the messages forth for us and to us. And so, yeah, angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love. Happy spring. If you'd like your own private reading, click the link below. I will soon be back with my vampire lovers and some Easter spreads as well. So look forward to those to be uploaded soon on my channel. And I also want to thank everyone for liking, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the algorithms and for my videos to be seen and shared with others. So angel blessings to everyone. Oceans of love.